I don't even know if they will.
It's like other people can't talk about it, but it's yours.
I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I got my Japanese name again. Wade.
He's missing 6, bro. Huh?
That looks like it.
Talk too much? Can't handle it. Gayek. See him tonight.
Good run in the NCAA. You can have fun there. Allegedly. No, he announced it.
All right, everyone, we're going to start the Hawaii press conference. Make sure to keep your voices down. Thank you. We'll get it started with an opening statement from Coach Wade, followed by questions in the room. Coach, go ahead and start us off.
Yeah, I want to say congratulations to Long Beach State, an outstanding year. You know, I've known Nick for a long time, and you know, it's some really big shoes to fill, taking over for Allen and leading one of the best programs in the country. And thought he did an unbelievable job, which is no real surprise. But just want to say congratulations to them. You know, our lives are so intertwined. We're always playing in these really meaningful matches, whether it's in the league championship or the national championship tournament, and even our league games are always, two top-ranked teams and high drama, really important matches. So hats off to them, and thrilled to advance to the final.
Open up the questions.
Charlie, first question. Difference between tonight and 2 weeks ago, a lot of you guys coming out on top.
Yeah, I mean, just some little things with it. Look, 2 weeks ago, we could have won the match 3-0. We played a couple out balls in the second set, and then in the fourth, obviously, we had chances. But I think one of the things that kind of sticks out in my mind for tonight, and certainly that fourth set was an example of it. One of the things, kind of mantras that we have that we talk about is good turns late. Guys going back to the service line when it's, a lot on the line. You saw Kainoa come in and have a really good turn for us. Adrian came back there late, and guys just kind of embracing the moment and, being able to deliver when it counts.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, this is really to everybody. Just talk about that final moment. You guys win, and you storm the court, and then we've got all the shakas up. What does it mean to have the amount of fans here today, the Hawaii fans, and to a little bit of sweet revenge like we were talking about yesterday?
We'll start with Coach, and then we'll work our way down.
Yeah, look, we're thrilled to be back into the Final Four, now advancing to the final again. It's something that we'll, never take for granted. We know how difficult it is to achieve this, and the fan support that we get is unlike anything anywhere on the planet. We are fortunate that we live in a community that volleyball is a big deal. Okay, men's volleyball, women's volleyball, beach volleyball has just been such a big part of the community in Hawaii, not just in Honolulu and on Oahu, but throughout the state. We know that we're playing for an entire state when we get out there and compete, and it's a big deal, not only to us, but to all the fans that are coming. So we see all these people that show up and come to support. We want to do everything we can to send them out of here with a win.
Over here. You guys have had your battles.
Did anybody else want to answer that? The other part of the question?
I think Louis wants to answer that.
No, it's all tough after him. He said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah. I mean, just the amount of support we feel from the fan base is unreal. After we win a game like that, a big game, we can just feel the energy of everything happening. Like, the crowd's super loud, and at first it doesn't feel real because we're still ready to keep playing, but once that moment happens and you see everyone just start to rise up, it's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, and to talk about the shaka at the end, I think everyone took it a little personal in Hawaii, what he did. Even if he didn't mean to do that, everyone took it personally, so that's a little way to send it back in the classy way.
This is a question for you, Coach.
What's your name and where are you from?
Los Angeles Times. Obviously, you guys' battles with Long Beach State has been well documented over the years. What does it mean for not just 3 conferences, Big West Conference teams playing in the Final Four, I know there's two Big West Conference teams in the championship. What does it mean for the conference as far as men's volleyball and where it's going?
Well, I mean, you know, men's volleyball certainly seen a lot of growth over the last few years, and in terms of where the Big West stands in men's collegiate volleyball, you know, we've said from the beginning that since inception, the Big West is the strongest men's volleyball. This is the third time that two Big West teams will be playing each other in the final. Long Beach beat us in 19. We beat them on that floor in 22, and we'll tee it up again against Irvine tomorrow. So, you know, and again, we're very fortunate that volleyball's a big deal in the Big West. You know, they do a lot to give us the platform to play at the highest level, and I think it's recognized not only across the country but around the world.
Rob Sparrow from College Volleyball Weekly Men's Top 20. This question is for Justin. You went down in the Big West semifinal with an injury. Come back tonight and on fire. 2 solo blocks, 8 block assists. Not a lot of attempts in the middle, but were you going according to the blocking plan, or was Coach trusting you with Reed tonight?
Well, first I'm gonna answer the question of like how I felt getting back in, and I wanted to show what I could do against Long Beach, and our team does an amazing job, but I wanted to contribute, and I worked really hard. And for the blocking part, I give a lot of credit to my teammates, because at the net, whenever we're blocking, everybody's communicating to each other what we have to do, everyone's responsibilities, and it just makes it a lot easier for me and my teammates to block and get more blocks. So, yeah.
Question for Louis. Coach talked about service turns late, and it seemed like you were kind of feeling, a little frustration from the service line tonight, but you kind of got it started with those 3 serves midway through the 4th set when you guys were down. What's just kind of your mindset at that time, and just, how important was it to you to get those in?
I said I was playing so bad in the service line that I couldn't do worst, and my team needed me at one moment, and I had to answer it in a good way. So get my ideas together and I know how to serve, just like try to lock in a little more and try to give everything to my team, and it worked. So it's great.
Question for Louis and Justin. Obviously, we know Hawaii and Long Beach games are always intense, always maybe a little bit of talking through that. Tonight's no different, whether it was opposing middle blockers or a certain opposite hitter. Talk a little bit about maybe the intensity with this rivalry, and then also kind of how you kind of maybe dial it down and just focus on ball.
Yeah, the rivalry has been here forever, even way before us. And I think trash talking is so great in our sport. Trash talking is something that will fire you up. That's something that will always be part of the game. In any other sport, in football, everyone is trash talking. Basketball, same. So everything is friendly though. We're playing volleyball. We're not going to go under the net and start a fight. So everything is pretty friendly. But at the same time, when you block someone pretty bad, or when you bounce a ball on someone, you want to let him know that you're better. So I think that's a lot what happened against Long Beach, because they have really good player and we have a really good player. So when those two goes together, it's always a little bit electric,
JD Bozier, 22 West Sports Coach, you talked last year about how important it was to get this group into the postseason. After that match against UCLA, you talked about how you envisioned this being the reality. What's the biggest difference between last year's group and the maturity of this year's group to get over that hump and make the national championship game?
Yeah, I mean, it is the maturity, the evolution of guys like Louis. Louis is incredibly gifted and dynamic, and was pretty terminal, when he first arrived on our campus, and now has the ability to modulate, to have some self-awareness, situational awareness, to modulate and not always swing out of his shoes, whether he's spiking or serving. And you see the same kind of stuff with Adrian Rohr and Tread Rosenthal. They're just evolving as young men and elite level volleyball players. It's really a lot of fun to be a part of and watch.
I don't know if this and was kind of battling through a little leg issue. You talking about?
We got to wait and see. I know they're evaluating him now, but he was playing on one leg at the end, pretty much. I know our team doc is here with us, and they're taking a look at him. We'll get a little more info.
Bruce Kuntz, 22 West Media coach. You guys have arguably the best depth in the country. What does it open up for you as a coach to be able to turn to names like Kainoa and Finn off the bench, guys that have played as attackers but can play well as service subs as well?
Yeah, a couple of the best serving subs literally in the country, and you know, elite level players, you know, national team guys and stuff, and you know, those guys obviously come in and do a big job. But we've seen throughout the year guys like Ofeka-san when Justin went down. I think one of the unsung guys too is our second setter, Magnus, is probably the most improved guy in the gym, and it gives us the ability to play matches of that caliber at practice on a daily basis. And it really, I said coming into this week, I think we are properly calloused at this point. It wasn't just an easy season for us. We went through stuff and had injuries and drama and just kind of the peaks and valleys of the season. And I think our league, the quality of competition and just everything that we've gone through has prepared us to get to this point.
We got time for two more.
This is my question for the players. Obviously, last season was not what you guys wanted to have happen. Now this is a different turning point for you guys. Just talk about just what you were able to learn last season going into this season. Now that you guys are going to a national championship, I suppose last season you guys were one game short.
I mean, first of all, we learned a lot from the loss of last year, and we learned that we have to stay healthy going into the end of the year and just getting better overall in practice and in the training. As a team, we work really hard every day for that, and we really want to bring good stuff to the fans this year.
Yeah, I think we all evolved. We're all better player this year than last year. That was the first time a lot of our team won the national championship last year. So it was a little new. We played against UCLA, really great team. They played wonderful. So it was a little tough, but of course we learn about that. Every loss is a learning. The best example is tonight against Long Beach. 2 weeks ago we lost against them, and now we learn and we're like, okay, we need to change those things. And so I think everyone was motivated to come back to a championship and show that we are a good team and we can really go till the end. So excited for Monday playing UCLA.
We got time for one more in the back.
Hey guys, Bryce Moore, KH1C from Honolulu. First off, congratulations, a big win. I'm sure all those fans weren't ready to. Big win. Coach, how do you keep your players focused through this Mother's Day? I know that there's going to be some sort of family orientation. How do you keep the boys in game mode for the championship?
Yeah, look, these guys, like I said, I think we're probably calloused. I think they understand the gravity of the situation. So, you know, really have to kind of back off, decompress. We'll come in here for a couple hours tomorrow, get a nice practice in, and then really have a nice kind of family gathering for the entire team and celebrate everybody's mothers. A lot of them are here. You know, the moms were all trying to start to organize. I'm like, stop it. Let's let the dads and the other people to plan the meal and kind of have some time tomorrow just to appreciate family and you know, appreciate the mothers. I think that, you know, as young men, I'm sure their mothers are a huge part of their lives, and then it'll be back. You know, we'll flip the switch and be back to game day on Monday.
That's all we have time for. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Hello.
Have a great
Thank you.